Hey, how is everyone doing on this good Wednesday evening? That's right, my fan shows up there in the bottom corner. Let's just get that centered and right. Whoop. There we go. Hey, how's everyone doing? Mixed Game Player of the Year Series, Omaha 8, Omaha High Low, whatever you want to call it. Same thing. We're here to play. It's a limit game, split pot game. Key in this game is play good starting hands. Play good starting hands that can win both. Gotta have a strong hand from early position like you would a normal no limit hold'em. That still applies here, so we'll see how we can do. It's a pretty fun game. However, it can go quick. You can have the nut low get chips in, and all of a sudden your nut low gets counterfeited, and then you lose the low, and you potentially don't have the high, and you get scooped. Oh, where's the tournament? Where is it? It's right here. Ah! Give me a second while I just get this. Yeah, we're not gonna play this. Remember, we're gonna play strong starting hands. That's gonna be the thing. Remember, you have to play 2 cards from your hand for the high and have to play 2 cards from your hand for the low. So we'd have the third nut low. 3-4 and 3-5 would beat us. The nut high right now is a king high flush. Always important to know what those nut hands are. Now the nuts change to ace king. Flush gets counterfeited. 3-5 for the second nut low. And there it is. Queen jack 9-8. Probably not much worse hands to have. The 9 in this game is specifically a terrible card to have. 10 is also not very good, but 9 specifically is a really terrible card to have in Omaha 8. The best card is an ace. You want to have aces. Aces are always good. You having an ace means your opponent's less likely to have an ace, and an ace is the only real card that can reliably play for the high and low at both times. And in a split pot game, that is super important. Look, we would have had 2 pair, but I don't think I even would have felt all that great about 2 pair. Look, 3 of a kind aces. Tens are also a pretty bad card to have. This looks like it might be playable, but it is not. Remember, we should be tight. If they're opening early position, let's be smart about it. This would have been the flop we're looking for with this, though. An open-ended, wrapped, straight draw, no low. Ten, queen 5, garbage. Not a good hand. We're gonna fold a lot tonight. Get used to it. Ugh, yuck. A terrible low prospect hand, just the 8-4. Jack 9-8 could be alright for a high, but we get a pair, an open-ended straight draw, and a flush draw, but no low. We've got no potential to win the low here, which makes it really tough because we're drawing to a good high hand, but we might only be drawing to chop the pot, which kind of stinks. Drawing to chop just is not what I'm looking to do. You got one more big blind out of me with that juicy flop. If I would have hit something on the turn, I would have called down again for the prospect of chopping, but just knowing we can't win the low stinks. Do I limp this? The 9 is terrible. I think it's worth a limp. No real shot at the high. We could hit a decent-ish low if a 3 or 4 comes out. But here we'll just fold. We would have had a low. With how it's played out, I don't know how good it would have been. Three, 5, wait, 2-5 would have been all right. This one's all right. The king really stinks to have here. With a raise, we're gonna just fold it. If that king's an ace, it's a beautiful hand to have. If the king is a 6, it's a pretty good hand to have. The king is just such a nothing card to get there. Would not have had a flush. Ace 6-6-3, I think this is going to be a playable hand for us. The ace 3 is pretty decent for a low potential. The 6 gives us extra low outs, and then the pair gives us set potential. Like a 6 being on the board is really cool because the ace 3 then likely plays for a low, and then having a set of 6s is a strong high hand. Blinds did go up. We started 30 blinds effective, now we're down to 20 for a starting stack. Well, we could just flop a straight with the second nut low. Seems decent. It's hard for... we've got a live ace. That's really it. We potentially lose the high because there's a flush potential out there. So we're in this weird spot of like decent high, decent low. I think we check back here. Okay. We scoop. We won a hand. The 6-6-3 ace. Pretty good. It's just not really worth a bet for us on the river. They shouldn't be calling much. And when they do call, it's in spots where we chop. They do potentially have us beat on both sides. People play a little bit passively in this game, so I think the check behind is good. Deuce 4, Jack, Jack. I think this is a pass for us. This would have been weird. We would have had a decentish low. We would brick the low, but we would have had an overpair. It feels like an overpair is not going to be good here, but the overpair does block the top end of the straight. Bottom end of the straight wins, though. That's why it's tough. You just got to play strong hands and just not get lured into bad spots. Because it would have been easy for us to hang on too far with the Jack Deuce 4. Four middling cards. One of them is a 9. Yeah, no thank you. Four clubs stinks, but being in the big blind with ace 3 and then the queen 10 ace for a high, definitely still playable. Although we really limit our potential of hitting a flush here, which stinks. But hey, it could still come king jack 9 of clubs or deuce 4 5 of clubs. I hate this. I mean, we can't fold for 1, but it's like when we go this multi-way, it just stinks. So we got the second nut low draw. We've got back doors to a potential straight. Not the best bet. We do now have the second nut low, but no high hand puts us in a weird spot. Wow. Ace deuce from any of these three players should be raising. This is the only person that should technically have ace deuce. We have a pair of tens. A pair of tens is never going to win the high. I think we check, and then if it does that same thing... Oh, he checks. They should all check behind if they don't have the ace deuce, and then we win. We chop with the ace 3. So we actually win a slight amount when we get quartered there because it was a 5-way pot. As crazy as that sounds. Usually when you get quartered, you lose. We got quartered there and made a small amount of money. 3, 4, 5, 8 with hearts is going to be playable for us. I don't think it's a raise. We're just going to play passive. Because why not? Wow. We've got the nut low draw on lock. 3, 4, 5. Any of those cards come, we get the wheel. And we're guaranteed the low. We have the nut low with a redraw, so we will put chips in the middle here. We're going to call because we want to include them in the pot. And then we're going to bet here with the hope that they call and they raise, because then we'll try and get them in for more. Our nut low wins. And we split up someone else's money. 3 of a kind aces. It's really hard to like read this. I wish I could pop out the chat, but yeah, we had the nut low. They had the second nut low and we're sticking around. That's exactly kind of what we thought we were getting into. We were also free rolling too. If a 3, 4, or 5 comes out, we've got the wheel and the nut low we would have scooped, which is always cool. Two of the worst cards to get in this game. ace, ace, 410. This is pretty irrelevant, but these three cards are good enough by themselves to constitute a raise. Just this one left a lot to be desired. Not a fan of that. KKKD plays wide. I think we can still call here once. We've got backdoor low and aces. But we'll play it cautiously. The spade kind of helps because it makes it a little bit less likely that they have two spades. There's no low. We've just got just a pair of aces. Do they have two pair? I don't know. Maybe we'll find out. I guess aces are going to do it. Wasn't worth bloating the pot. Deuce, deuce, 3-3. With a suit? Again, we'll keep playing passive. JB Walton, hey! How's it going? Thanks for showing up. Good to see you. See you at the table here. Good luck to you in the Omaha 8 Championship, if you will. The Tournament of June. This is a hand that either is going to make a strong low, there'll be no low on the board, or it'll make a set. And I'm now scared that there will be no low on the board. So we will check 4, 5, 6, 8. Jack does not do it. We need a deuce or a 3 exactly. And we will check. If only that could have came earlier. I just don't understand how no one has an ace in this spot. But we're close to like having no shot to win. We could potentially bluff, but I don't know if it was worth it. Easy fold. It was close to being playable, but again, that 9 just hurts too much. That 9 almost never comes into play, so why play with 3 cards when your opponents are playing with 4 cards? Three, 6 would have been cool here, though. We may have only needed the 2 cards. I'm likely to win the low, though, 4 ways. People are playing way too loose in this, so there is that. But, like, someone should have a better low than 6-3. But 6-3 should be decent chance of winning the high, but you can easily have 4-5, 5-7, King 5, 4-5 here, Ace 3 for low. Yeah, see, like, we would have got scooped even with the 3-6 there. Is this even worth playing for a single raise? KKKD plays pretty loose, so it might actually be worth it to just get the chips in the middle. This is a pretty crummy hand, but let's just we've got the flush draw, we got a pair. 66%, 100%. Yeah, see? It's It's a crummy hand, but if they're playing loose enough and it's not multi-way, you can just get the chips in the middle. You're going to chop a lot, and if you just play for the high, you're going to win that at least 40% of the time, no matter what your hand is, I think. Like, Omaha just kind of runs that close on equity. We're going to raise this. The ace-deuce 4-7 is quite strong. We've got 2-pair. We now have a crummy 2-pair. And we still win. Hey, look at us. I don't know how ace-7 wins there. That's kind of strange. King, 6-9. If we face a raise, we really don't like it and might just have to fold. If it folds to us, we're playing so short stack that we can probably just go with kings. You know? We have no low potential, but we have decent high potential. Maybe we limp behind and then see how it goes post. Like, this is not what we wanted to get involved in. Bet. Yeah, I think we just fold the kings. I know we have an overpair, but we're just drawing so thin to winning even half the pot here. And we let it go. Right? Like, we never win. We had no flush potential. It was just, can the kings hold? Flush, king high. Like, yeah, we're... another decent high-only hand. But high-only hands stink. I think I should just fold this, but I raised it. Stewie likes to play low cards, so we might have to be worried about that, but a king... We want to put pressure on low draws. Alright, we'll take it. That's the hand that it worked out, but I don't feel like I made the right play there. I don't think we raised the king, queen, jack double suited from the position we were in. I think we do on the button, maybe on the cutoff, but not as early as we were. It's a high only hand. And granted, we got a flop that was high only, which was good, and also was trips of our hand. But I think that would be results oriented to feel like that was a good play. Stewie's all in. I'm assuming they have a low. We'll see how this one plays out. You can never fold. Yeah, he's got the flush and the... But no low? What are they calling down with? That's one, a bad hand to be playing, and two, in that spot, not a good hand to be playing with. Like I said, people misplay hands and play too loose. That's what we're trying to just take advantage of in the early parts. Just take chips from people that are splashing around a little bit too much. He had ace, deuce, deuce, jack. Like, it's a good enough hand. But they had queen, jack, 10, something. Ooh. Interesting. What are we finding raises with here? The ace, deuce with spades? No, the 4-7. But like, when you raise the 4-7, you're just getting looked up by like the ace deuce. And what if the ace deuce has spades? We have the ace. Oh, we have trip aces. 3 of a kind aces. We've got it. With a deuce? Like, this actually isn't that bad of a hand. This is an irrelevant card, but we've played these before where it's like, even without a card, the ace, deuce is still good. Ah, that deuce sucks, dude. We need a heart for some added equity here. The jack is alright. Why is no one betting a low, you know? I wish we had ace 3 now. Okay, our aces win. There's a 3-way pot, so we could have potentially, but it's like, how often are aces going to hold there is the best hand. King, 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 queen, queen, deuce? No. This is also a game of like slowly chipping up. One big bet here and there. Like in that hand, we won a single big blind, and it's like, oh, that's half decent. You get heads up for someone you often chop and don't win anything. I feel good about folding the queen queen here. I mean, even though it's checking all around, someone's got a flush. Look at that. Having a flush and not betting it. Wild. 10-9 is essentially useless. We fold. Ace, king, queen, 4 with hearts. We take that. Very good high potential hand. Does have some low potential. But ace, king, queen, very solid. King, 4 of hearts, also solid. That would be 2 pair. A lot of low potential out there, so we bet when we've got the high. Get raised. What are we getting raised by? You shouldn't have pocket 7s. We block kings and 4s. Might have the 5-6. There's the potential for the made low, but we should feel somewhat decent about the high. Now we gotta worry about straights like 3-5 and diamonds. Is king 4 gonna do it? I think for 1.5 we have to call 1.5 to potentially win 8. Yeah, 3-5 of it's just the nut straight flush. Ha! Scooping is huge in this game. That was a shitty run out. Why does it go low, low? We've got a good high hand, and it just goes low, low. But to call 1.5 on the potential that they're splitting the low, it stinks. Oh well, you don't win them all. 4-4-6 deuce Badoogie. I would much rather be later position, but this is a strong hand to be playing. It's not the strongest because we want to have an ace. Limp raise. I don't know. Let's see some low odd cards. An ace 3-5 flop. 3-7. Again, we have no suit in our hand, so the clubs do not matter. Lose to ace deuce, so we really want to see an ace. Ace. Ooh, that's not good. No one should really have threes here. What? This is very similar to where we were before. Ah, the nut low. You love to see it. I guess we'll just try and get in 2 bets here. Hopefully we take half the pot without getting quartered. Okay, they fold. They've got us quads. Quads. We've got... I was just saying like they shouldn't have threes. Pocket threes makes sense then. Ace 8-5 jack. Would much rather have a lower card to go with the ace here. The 5 is all right. That would be 2 pair with a 5. I think we're gonna bet this. We might be able to clear up some equity, but a lot of people are gonna call with low draws. We've got 2 pair jacks and 8s. We lose to straights, but again, they should never have 9-10. They checked, so they might. We're just going to check back. We've got a low and a decent 2 pair. And we'll chop it up. We had what was it, deuce 3 for a low. We had the ace 5 for a low. Our 2 pair worked. They were really drawing to only a low there. That's why we bet the turn and then check back river when we often are chopping. Hey, we're back in first. It's a slow grind. We can do this. Just win half the pot. That's all you need to do in this game. If you're not going to win half the pot, get out of the hand. But if you are going to win the pot, stick in there. We're no longer in first. Matty Bumpo's in first again. This card, though. Like, I'd take anything else. Except for maybe a 9. But, like, anything else would be so much better than this random 10 of hearts. We'll check, though. Deuce 3, second nut low draw. An ace gives us the nut low. Got a pair of 7s. We'll stick around for one more. Giver's likely to be all in. Yikes, dude. We missed our low draw. King Jack 4. That's what scoops. What was graphics betting? A low draw? Was there a flush draw that I missed? Didn't lose too much there. That's all right. One blind. King 7, 8, 9. No, thank you. Gross. Yeah, I'm not gonna play this one. Pace is going to be quick. I mean, it's 4 of 21. Average is 5K, which is like 6 big blinds. The game goes quick. It frustrates some, but like it's just how mixed games are. Unless you started way deep and just played for a really long time, like it's just kind of how it goes. What is this card? Why do I keep getting a 9? Never once asked for the 9. Got it in pretty bad there. Final 2 tables. We played 9-handed in this game. 9 times 4, 36. I guess it makes sense. It's not like a 5-card draw game. Like deuce to 7, you have to play 7-handed. They want a big one. It's a big chip stack to have right now. Flush and low. Manny Bumpo's playing too many hands, but that's alright. It's been working out for them. Someone's gonna win big. If everyone's playing too many hands, there's gonna be someone that prevails. I mean, that's just fine. This would have been interesting. So far tonight we've seen a straight flush and quads. What else will we see? That raise, it feels like Manny Bumpo's getting kind of stuck here. Wow, they raised, never mind. No. Yeah, they've got the bottom end of a straight. What do they have? They don't have a straight. Oh. No, they do have a straight. What am I looking at? What did they win? Evil Roy had a 8 to queen straight. What did Stewie have? The nut low. Oh, okay. Deuce, deuce, 3, 5, double suited, raise. Imagine we get 2 calls, which is cool. We've got really strong low potential with some ability to win the high. The flop is terrible for a low. But we do have a 5. Call 1. Wow, we're just so screwed here. Yeah, it's that was stupid of me to even bet. They've got a flush. Like, what do I even try to bluff in a spot? You know, King, King, Queen, 8 suited. No, I know better of it. That's how this game goes, though. You lose a few in a row if it just goes one after the other. You just are gonna go on a spiral, and we're not out. We can lose one more hand, but if we lose 2 more hands in a row, we're just out of the tournament. Where was this? Deuce, deuce, 3, 5. Like, come on. We just get all the high clubs. And they called with 9, 4 of clubs. It annoys me when I see hands with 9s in them. No, I shouldn't play this. I shouldn't play this. This is me being frustrated and bored. Ace 3, 7, Queen is not a play. I've got 3 big blinds. Like, what am I doing? Jeez. We need a 10, a spade, a low card. Just check, man. Let me see. And it's a huge pot. And I shouldn't have even been there to begin with. I think we go with this one. It's essentially the same thing, but we're so short stacked that... It's frustrating. We started out well, and then we just lose a few hands in a row, and it just goes. But that's how it is in this game, unfortunately. You have all these people just playing way too loose. I'm playing way too loose. Like, I shouldn't be playing this. But I have 2 bigs. Queens and 8s, that's a good start with the ace 3 low draw. Queens, 8s, and 3s. 30%. 50%. I'll take 50%, thank you. queens and eights were good. Like, why everyone should not just be like playing, but we'll check. Oh, we've got the bottom end of the straight, a potential for the top end of the straight. We just have to get our chips in the middle. Jack 10 really shouldn't be a thing. Okay, we've got potential for trips to go with it. No, it's just the straight. Do they have a set? Of fucking course they have nines to go with it. Jeez. How dumb, dude. Nines? They're playing pocket nines. It's such a terrible hand to play. Alright, whatever. 12th is still alright. It is what it is. Got mad there at the end, but that is what it is. Hey, I'll be out next week. Next week I'm in Las Vegas playing World Series of Poker events. But I appreciate you all hanging out for a quick hour here tonight. If you're still in, good luck. Even if I'm upset about the play, I hope you go on and do well. But we'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Peace out.